Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne podcast. I'm your host, King freaking Kansas, with our other host right beside me, the Admiral. Guys, good salute. Salute the people at home, Admiral, because honest to God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this because my voice is going, but I apologize in advance. I sound like a bad Kermit the Frog. Let's just say that, okay? Like always, guys, you guys know why we're here. We're here to talk about anything in the world of TV, movie, entertainment. Hot topics, casting news, rumors, reviews, Admiral Sessions, you name it. That's why we're here. Okay. We're going to try and keep this as short and simple as possible, you know, because,
as usual,
like I said, I can't let the Admiral do everything around here. You know, the King has to do something. Behave yourself, Admiral. We are in a bunker. Yes, this is the bunker. Different sets, guys, so we can, you know, have a little bit different scenery for you guys. All right, Admiral, let's get into this. Let's get into some hot topics. Okay. The first thing, because this is down your alley, because you're a big He-Man, Master of the Universe.
Yeah.
MOTU is all you guys call it on YouTube land or whatever. There's a couple of new casting news, because it's been casting news every single thing, because they're starting to film this thing soon. It's coming out in June 2026.
2026,
yes.
Right around the corner.
It's so we added. Well, we were wondering if we're going to get all the characters and all that stuff. I don't know if I'm going to name every single one, because I might be silenced in a second. Well, it's 3 new. I'll
do my best.
No, he's going to help as much as he can. 3 new, I guess, casting or actors that are involved. You got Sashir Zamata. She's playing Susie. She's probably going to be some human that's going to be on the earth. She was in Agatha all along. He doesn't know. Trust me, if you haven't seen Agatha all along, you won't know who this is.
No clue.
Trust me, she's the one who survives at the end. She kind of like pretty much flies wherever she does. No big deal. Anyways, I ruined the whole thing for you. Too bad.
Spoiler alert.
There you go. Forget about spoiler.
The fact.
It's only been 6 months, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
It's okay.
Then you got some other actors like Zhang Zhu Zhang. I can't even pronounce the things. Anyways, but you recognize he plays Ram Man.
Yeah.
Did you like Ram Man? I don't know. Like I remember the character with the big metal head and stuff. He used to run and hit people. Is that what he did?
Yeah. I mean, like,
is he one of the
side
OG characters?
No, well, he came in a little bit later, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they hired that actor to play him, which whatever. And then there's another one, Christian I can't even read my own writing. Finapu, whatever, he plays Hussein. So I'm wondering that they're just going to be the human couple that He-Man's going to come across, and that's how they're going to be involved. That's how we're going to see the adventure through their eyes, kind of thing. Maybe.
Let's hope not. Let's hope we don't see a.
Hopefully they're not in there for long. They're just you're on Earth and bye. See you later.
Hopefully we don't see a musical key that opens a portal.
Oh, better not, because I'm going to walk out fast. You know, it's coming out in 2026. It's directed by Travis Knight. We already have Camila Mendes. She plays Tila.
Mm-hmm. That's a good cast.
Jared Leto as Skeletor.
We'll have to see.
I hope he doesn't overact and ruin it. Idris Elba, of course, Man-at-Arms. Marina Baccarin, which I mentioned last podcast, guys. She is Sorceress.
Perfect casting.
You know, you got James Purefoy. He plays King Rander, He-Man's father, right?
Yeah.
You have Alison Brie. She plays Evil Lynn, which is kind of interesting. You got Charlotte Riley. She plays Queen Marlena. Yeah, she's that's one. You got James Johannesson. I won't say Johansson, but it's not. Plays Fisto, which, you know. You got Sam C. Wilson. He plays Trapjaw. You have Heather Bjornsson, or I can't even pronounce his name. It's a guy. It's a dude, so it's not Heather. It's probably some.
It's one of those.
Heather Bjornsson, whatever. He plays Goatman. Perfect role for him.
Doing good, King.
Oh God, I'm bad. And you got Kojo. I don't even know what the hell that says. Triclops. And of course you got
Triclops was cool.
Yeah. Then you got Nicholas Galatine, of course, as your He-Man. You know, so not bad cast. Just because you have a good cast, you're not going to get a good movie.
Where's Beastman?
That's what I'm wondering. Is he going to be in it? Or Merman, right? Merman. Those are the 2 guys that I had figured. I know I had those 2 for sure.
Beastman, though, he was the OG.
That's what I'm saying. So I wonder, what are they doing? Is it just like maybe they're planning on making a sequel and they're going to be in the sequel? I don't know. But
maybe they'll show up. Who knows?
Well, either way,
still casting, right?
Yeah, you never know. I just hope, you know, I know they're filming soon. That's the thing that scares me. Yeah. And then, of course, since we're still on the topic of He-Man there, did you see Admiral, the set photo of Prince Adam looked like he's being arrested by 2 cops? What'd you think of that? Are you okay with his look overall, or I don't know? You tell me.
He looked like he was in the Gap magazine. Like, it was I think he was wearing the pink shirt.
Yeah.
But it wasn't one of those, Regal Eternia pink shirts that Prince Adam was wearing, with the belt across the bottom.
Yeah.
And the tight spandex pants. He wasn't all done up.
You know what though? But I'm kind of glad because it looked so cheesy to see what he looked in like the cartoon and they're gonna put it on the big screen. So I guess they modernized it.
Though, or
it looks like he was being arrested for something because one of the cops was holding the sword. Good. So I don't know. He got arrested. Maybe he was causing a ruckus. Did he steal the sword from somewhere? I don't know.
We don't know what happened, folks.
But it's just one set photo. It's okay in my opinion. Is it going to break the bank? Nothing yet. I still have to see a trailer. That's how we're going to be able to.
I got to ask you though, King. Mm-hmm. Do you think that was a costume set photo, or do you think that was just a set photo with the pink shirt?
I think it was a set photo. I think someone took a picture of him just walking on the street when they were filming
just
something.
So happened to be wearing a pink shirt. Shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Prince Adam.
That's what it is. Just to kind of say, oh, he wears pink, which I don't know. Big guy like that wearing pink.
Hey, each to their own. But you know what?
Do what you want. But you know what? For me, I'm glad it doesn't look like he is portrayed in the cartoon because it's a little cheesy. If you start doing stuff like that, we're going to end up with a mess. Yeah. Modernize it, it's good, but just don't ruin it.
I'm hoping we're wrong, though.
I hope so, too. Okay, enough of that. The next thing I want to talk with you, because I don't think you've seen... Have you seen The Last of Us?
No.
No?
It's on my list.
Well, you better watch it.
The Admiral will get to it.
You better get to it because Season 2, there's been an official announcement date, April 13th.
Okay.
We were told spring, and then we were told April, and now we're told April 13th.
Is there a lot of episodes?
It's only like 10 episodes.
Okay.
So it's only like 43, 45 minutes, but it goes fast. You got to catch up, Admiral, because the series is good.
Okay.
Even the King's mom, the Queen mom, watched it, and I was surprised because I didn't expect her to like it.
The Queen Mother.
Queen Mother, yeah. She enjoyed it. She's like, when's the second season? Because she sees all the advertisements on TV. Go April 13, relax. Mom? Anyways, okay, get rid of that. The next thing I got to talk about, we're still talking about TV stuff, is Daredevil Born Again. Okay? We have finally officially, we know it's coming out March 4th. Pretty much the old cast that was from the original Netflix series is back. It could be a little bit more grittier, but I can't see that happening on Disney, but hey, they said it's more grittier, which only will be the judge.
We shall see.
But apparently they released the schedule, okay? It's a funny schedule. To me, it's no big deal, but people are crying about it. We're going to get 2 episodes on March 4th, then we're going to have, I'll tell you guys exactly, March 11th, episode 3, March 18th, episode 4. 25th, we're going to get 5 and 6. Then we're going to get into April 8th, which is episode 7. April 15 is 8, and then April 22nd is 9. So we're going to get 9 episodes. Don't know how long. Hopefully they're not going to be 30-minute fiascos at the beginning with Star Wars or something.
I don't think so.
I hope it's about the 43, 45-minute mark, which will be great, because how else are you going to tell the story properly? You rush things will turn out garbage. Hawkeye. I'm just going to leave it.
No subtlety there, folks.
Did you watch Hawkeye?
I did.
How'd you like it? It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst.
It was passable.
I enjoyed it.
It was passable. It wasn't fantastic.
No.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was
in, whatever level. Okay, enough of that stuff. Now, let's get into... Oh, wait. Forgot. King almost got... You would have take me to the back here.
What are you doing?
We got to do 007. James
Bond.
Oh,
boy.
We finally made an announcement. It's been making, the headlines all over the place that apparently the Broccoli family has been stepping away and giving away their rights or control over the franchise to Amazon MGM. Admiral, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Let's hear your thoughts, bud.
I kind of worry about casting and quality when I hear that, but I could be wrong. I mean, I really did like Rings of Power that Amazon did. I thought it was good. But I'm hoping I'm wrong. But I just think quality control with Bond is important.
Mm-hmm. Important to the character.
Important to the character.
Exactly. For me, the only thing I'm worried about is they're going to cast somebody young to play James Bond. They're going to make it goofy. They got to stick to the the principle of the character.
Keep it.
He's a spy. Keep it as a spy. He's an old man. He's an older man. Whatever. He's not like a teenager. Don't teenage it up. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
If you're going to go that route, then do the MI6 Academy with Bond or something like that.
If they do that. If
you know what I mean?
like,
How
he'll graduate to become a spy or something. Or he's trying to be a spy.
Backstory of some sort, but,
I don't
don't make
man.
him too young or,
That's the only one thing that, as much as the Broccoli family would meddle in their thing there and kind of like be, nope, that's not what we're going to do with James Bond. I'm worried on who they're going to cast to play Bond. That's what's going to make a difference for me. Stories, you can make up any stories, but what time period? Are you going to do what you did before? Are you going to reboot the thing? I don't know. That's what I'm worried about.
The one thing I would ask them to do, and I hope they do, is just leave the old movies alone.
Separate.
Just leave them. Don't
start something new.
Start something new if you're going to do something. Leave the old stuff alone.
Leave the principle of James Bond the way he is. Male, spy, and that's all she wrote.
We shall see what happens, folks.
Well, that's the only thing. That's the last thing I wanted to talk about, because I know everybody's going to be shouting at the screen, Admiral, saying, you guys didn't carry jump. You didn't talk about James Bond. What's going on with that? There you go. Comment in the comment section on anything we talked about, guys. And even stuff we haven't talked about, go right ahead. Anyways, we're going to get into the reviews, the fun stuff.
Let's go.
Before we dive into the major one, two major ones, the one I want to just quickly kind of like talk and say is that I've been watching this little Disney Plus show called Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh, that's the Spider-Man reboot.
10 episodes. Episode 9 and 10 drop this week. And honestly, Admiral, if you haven't seen it, I think you watch the first episode and then check how you like it.
Yeah.
Because honest to God, I think they did okay with it.
Is it Spider-Man like in a different reality?
It is, but they're taking elements from the MCU. Like, instead of, say, him being tutored or mentored by Iron Man, it's Norman Osborn.
Oh, okay.
So they take liberties like that,
Okay. So...
And for the last 2 episodes, it's pretty cool because they introduce so many characters and possibilities for the next season. It's good. The last 2 episodes, it's going to be spoiled. I don't want to tell too much because I don't want to wait for that.
So it's like a non-canonical story.
It is, yeah, that's right. But it's borrowed elements from the MCU and everywhere else pretty much.
That's cool.
You got Doc Ock in it. You got the Scorpion. You have Iron Man showing up a little bit. The last episode is with Doctor Strange. I'm going to leave it at that. Norman Osborn, you see the dark side and his intentions of what's going on. Spider-Man's finally in his traditional suit, so he's back with that. You got friends who become villains kind of thing. New introduction. You got Daredevil with a black costume.
Oh,
so
cool.
I'm telling you, the way they've done it and the way they have Norman Osborn kind of like pitted against Dr. Otto Octavius, very interesting. So it's pretty good. It's only 10 episodes, 23, 25 minutes each episode.
Okay.
Not long at all. I think you're going to like it. You guys go in the comment section. I don't want to ruin the whole, because I don't want to ruin it for this guy, because if he sees it, he'll tell me, because I'm not an animation guy, because I'm telling you right now, when I first watched the first episode, I'm like, what are they doing here? Like, what, I didn't like the animation, but then after the first episode, it grows on you.
I saw a preview of it, and what I thought was it almost felt like they took the old 70s cartoon and modernized
that's
type
exactly
of
what
animation.
They did. That's what they did.
To give it that feel
exactly.
a little bit.
Exactly. It's no Spider-Verse on that level at all.
It's like a modernized...
It's modernized. It's like almost like a comic book with the 60s mixed with the 90s mixed with now.
Yeah.
Throw it into one. Even the theme song is pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's okay.
In the trailers.
Well drawn, well animated. The actors are good. It's well written. That was the one thing. The story, I'm like, how are they going to do this without messing it up? And they did a pretty good job. And the way they ended, I think you're going to enjoy. His Ed's in it too. So little things like that. Little quick, not jabs, but reminders of comic book. If you're a comic book person, you're going to go, oh, that's where that's from. Or, oh, this is what's that. Like Venom, Symbiote.
Little Easter eggs in here.
Especially the way the last episode ends, they kind of show you how he became Spider-Man again, and at the same time, something gets left behind. You can only imagine. Multi-dimensional things, a creature that looks like, the symbiotes coming in, and you can only imagine what happened at the end.
Is that
at the end. Huh? No. It's just something that's kind of connected, and that, I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but it's okay. Anyways, Admiral. That was pretty much my Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man quick review. There won't be a clip out of it because I'm not basically going into detail. There will be a clip out of this definitely tomorrow on, after we do a review. We decided to tackle one of the best, I guess, Prime Video TV series there is that's going on.
So good.
We managed to have a chance to watch Reacher Season 3, the first episode. 53 minutes.
It was great.
And I'm telling you guys right now, the Admiral and myself were wondering, what can they do to top season 2? And I'm telling you right now, Admiral, did they achieve this, my friend?
Yeah, it grabs you right away out of the box, and there's a twist, and I'm not going to reveal it, but
you can tell. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
You go ahead, yeah, because TV stuff we usually whatever, but just for that Spider-Man, I don't want to ruin it for it. Yep.
You're just wondering, like, what's going on? He's all of a sudden thrown in the midst of this situation where he's put in a position where he's trying to rescue a kid.
Yeah.
And then he ends up shooting a cop. And
exactly.
He's on the run.
So out of
he's
character.
a bad guy all of a sudden, and he's just like trying to get through all this with this kid and return the kid to his parents and all. It's just really well done.
Mm-hmm.
And then it throws a 180 on you at the end.
The reveal before he goes into the title, whatever it is.
Yeah. It was it was really well done.
Yes.
You know, if you haven't watched it, I'll spoil a little bit of it.
Go for it, Admiral.
So, it was a big setup, the whole thing, the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get covert into an operation to rescue a person, but as well as to find out about somebody specific and what they're doing.
Exactly.
And it was all a big setup, and you find out about how they all set up the
operation.
They did
a backstory like 2-3 days before,
It was
right?
so
kind of
cool.
thing.
And I was like, and you're not expecting it when you watch it. So if you haven't watched it, sorry if I blew it for you, but it's really good.
And this is just the first episode. I'm telling you guys.
I haven't watched the other ones yet. The first episode was fantastic.
I'm telling you, we have a potential for the biggest rumble on TV. Yeah. Huh? With that big guy, what's his name? Paulie or Paul?
Paulie. This guy made Alan Richardson look like a hobbit.
Basically, he made him look like he was me. And I don't know how that worked, but Jesus, he did. The size of that monster and just the bickering between the two of them.
It's brewing.
You know,
It's
they're
brewing.
selling this rumble to go down. We don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen, and it's going to be massive. And like Admiral was saying, the way they threw Reacher into the midst of this, whatever, kidnapping and whatever, it was so out of his character. Like this, the way he was behaving, like he was nervous, shooting a cop, like the Admiral was saying.
He was preoccupied.
He was like not himself. But then once he reached a certain part of the thing, when he had to switch cars, because using his brain, is when we notice, okay, this is the Reacher that we know. And then to be taken to the house, and then the big reveal that, hey, yo, what's going on?
And it also makes me wonder, too, was he putting on an act by acting confused?
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
as well. Like, he
that's
was
why
trying to make it believable to the
them.
kid, because the kid had no idea what was
going on. We were
on.
watching, and it was like, this is not the normal Admiral. Him. I'm telling you, Admiral. It wasn't the normal Reacher. It's like, something's off. And then we're saying as a joke, me and him joking, once we found out about the twist, about the cop getting shot.
I'm like, it's probably fake blood or something like that.
Packaging, and we're like, nah, it looked like he killed a cop. Maybe that's why he's thrown off. And then that was funny how that came true.
Yeah.
Little things like that, we're smart. We got it. But we're like, nah, they wouldn't do that. And then all of a sudden they did it,
But it was really well done, guys.
Well done. Like 53 minutes felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you get sucked in.
And it gets you from the very beginning. And I can only imagine where it's going to end. And there might be a potential other love interest kind of thing that he's working with. There's a girl that might be involved that they need to rescue. And that's where it kind of leaves the last little part of the episode that he's looking thing. And apparently there's a loop earring there. And I'll leave it at that.
I wonder how they're going to bring the crew in.
I wonder, Admiral, how the bad guy in this is, the kid's father. How bad of a person he's going to be.
Yeah.
Because you need a big time criminal.
Reacher was saying how bad that colonel was, right?
Yeah, so I'm wondering where they're going to go with this thing. Is he going to bring his team in? Is he going to go
They'll
solo?
be back.
Is he going to get cut off and he has to fend for himself? Is he going to be taken prisoner? Is he going to be found out? There's so many elements that we don't even know yet.
He's going to have to call in the team.
He's going to have to call backup because you know what?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to betray somebody, whether it's the girl that he just met that's working with him. Something's going on. It's interesting. 3 episodes dropped. We only managed to watch 1. The other 2 we'll probably watch off camera and then maybe talk about it next, whatever. There might even be, I don't know if I'll do a reaction video as well if I did one the day before this podcast episode. Either way, it was a blast. We're happy it's back.
Great.
I think it's 8 or 10 episodes this year. And the schedule is going to be a normal one. 2 today and then the rest it's going to be one by one right to the end. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see what they're going to go with this. And I'm telling you, He's back, baby. That's what we have to say. All right, Admiral.
All right.
Now we are tackling what I like to call the main topic, which in this particular case, it's going to be an Admiral Session. You guys all know, if you guys watch our YouTube channel, myself and the Admiral, this past Tuesday, we did an out-of-the-theater reaction on Captain America, Brave New World. So we gave you a gist of if we kind of liked it or not. We're going to go in a little bit in-depth. This is where it's unscripted. We're going to basically have a conversation about the movie, our thoughts, what we like, hate about it, whatever comes to our mind, we will discuss for the next little while because we don't want to bore you guys to death. And then, of course, at the end of it, when the king says it's time, Admiral, we're going to re-rank this, series of films and where we would put it with the other MCU films. Okay, Admiral, what did you like about the movie itself?
I liked the action sequences a lot. Mm-hmm. I kind of wish that there was more.
Yes, I agree with you on that one.
I liked the Giancarlo, what's his name?
Oh God, I was going to call him King Cobra. Sidewinder,
yeah. I can't remember his last name, but everybody knows who he is.
Esposito or whatever.
Giancarlo Esposito.
I can't even pronounce his last name.
The Admiral had a
long day.
I've been working.
Reacher just blew our minds away. I'll tell you guys right now. We watched that literally, a day ago, and we're just trying to catch up on what we watched there, and we just, whatever.
I love Sidewinder. I thought that the movie needed more Sidewinder.
That was the downfall. We needed more of him.
More Sidewinder. He was such a great supporting character that was just so underutilized in the movie.
Big time.
Underutilized. I would have had him and a team of assassins be like the main antagonists.
Could have had the Serpent Society.
Society.
What happened to King Cobra? Seth freaking Rollins.
They did reshoots on the movie, and
they removed them.
You could tell that there were things that were cut out.
Yeah.
And it kind of I find it really affected the rhythm of the movie.
Kind of made it choppy at places,
It was clunky a little bit, right?
Yeah,
choppy.
Yeah. I agree.
I really like Sidewinder, though. I love the fight scene between him and Cap when they're in the junkyard and all around
that
there.
Was wicked.
It was so good, that
Shot
part. Shot well. I was hoping it would be a little longer. One thing I liked as well was the battle with the Hulk. I thought it was very good. The Hulk looked great.
Harrison Ford
was great in the
movie. He brought it well.
He did. He always brings it.
Oh, he's a good actor.
It was good in that regard. I love the Secretary of Defense girl. I forget what the character's name.
All I know, she was a Black Widow. That's all we know.
She was trained in the Red Room.
Let's see if I can.
Just like Black Widow.
Let's see if I can get her name because
I wanted to see more of her.
Oh no, I didn't write her name, but the actress is Shira Haas.
Shira Haas is the actress. The character was great. I wanted to see more of her. She could really kick butt,
especially in the bunker thing, the army thing, when she went to kind of go help him.
Yeah, I think she's going to end up in the Avengers one day, possibly.
Probably.
Yeah, or in an offshoot of the Avengers.
Mm-hmm. It's a possibility.
I like that. I really enjoyed that. I like the battle scene with the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those are the major things that I like.
Did you like Sam Wilson as Captain America? Did you buy he was Captain America, though, in this one?
No.
Still not sold on him. Me neither,
No,
guys.
It's not.
Something's missing. There's something that not quite clicking with him as Captain America. I don't think he believes he's Captain America.
I know that there's a distinct difference between the two.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something in their personalities that's way different.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers was much more serious. He wasn't somebody to joke around. He was always very focused.
He took the role more serious. Like, he was proud to be Captain America, but there was a purpose, right?
When you watched Captain America and the Winter Soldier, the show, the TV series, Sam was a little bit more serious in that.
Yes, he was reluctant and serious.
He was more focused in that. I found that they tried to glitz Sam up a little bit, especially at close to the beginning, where they're in the limo with Isaiah. Look, we got all the best, all this.
It was too bling bling going on there. I don't know. It wasn't.
That's not Captain America.
No, he's not about that.
It's not. It really. I find it really affected the feel of the character. That whole scene wasn't needed.
It was off-putting.
They didn't need to do that.
No, it really set him back, I guess.
Even with Isaiah Bradley, who's like Captain America, and he was locked up in prison for like 30 years, and they did experiments on him. And he's out there balling in the limo, and and the Falcon was, I didn't really, I wasn't feeling the Falcon.
Now, the actor was good, but when he was in the suit, you're like, really?
Yeah, just wasn't feeling it.
It felt like a copycat. Didn't you feel like he was like a copycat?
Yeah.
Admiral.
And I know we're supposed to be talking about what's good right now.
Yeah.
I talked about everything that was good. As a whole, the movie for me was passable.
Yes.
It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It was good.
So would you say top tier or bottom tier films?
Film?
When you mean top tier is Ragnarok and above, or would you say
Iron Man 2
and
below, I would say.
Okay, I agree with you there. It's right in the middle and below.
You're looking at it, if I had to put it
bottom
out
10,
of 10.
Bottom 10.
If I had to put it out of 10, like as a rating system, I'd say 6.5.
I think that's possible. Yeah,
Possible,
it wasn't bad to say to deserve a 5, and it wasn't that great to get higher than a 6.
It was entertaining, but
yes,
I had some issues with like how the characters were.
Yeah,
the main bad guy, Samuels, the buyer, he's
the leader,
a genius who's affected by gamma rays, right?
Yeah, the leader.
He's a leader, and the gamma rays made him extremely intelligent, right? But this guy, what I would have liked to have seen them done, he was very underutilized in
another villain.
But he's like the main one behind it.
Which didn't make sense to me.
And with somebody who's so intelligent and so perceptive, this guy, and they're selling it like that in the movie as well. I think that Cap and Falcon, they could have gone through a couple more no-win scenarios.
Yes.
If you're so intelligent, you would have set them up so many different times in so many different ways.
Yeah, and that's just that one little thing. What was the main reason you wanted to get the Hulk mad?
Yeah.
You want to get Harrison Ford mad so you can turn into Hulk.
Yeah, he gives him these pills, and
that was
apparently for a heart problem, but they have little doses of gamma in them. And sorry, spoiler alert, everybody.
It's okay. This is spoilers. Anyways, Hulk blood.
Hulk blood, right? So little by little, he's getting more gamma into his system.
Unaware of it, but you should be aware. You're a general, and you should know what this guy's capable of.
So this guy's trying to make the president mad so that he morphs into the Hulk, and he spends like half an hour trying to do that. It's like, it's just...
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
Especially when myself and the Admiral said, because this is another spoiler, Liv Tyler comes back to play his daughter in this, okay?
Yeah.
And what's the best way if you really wanted to return to the Red Hulk? What would you have done, Admiral?
You hire someone to kidnap her.
There you go. She turns into the Red Hulk. You got your job done. But I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Little things like that. If you really were a smart person, you would have done something like that.
I got to be honest with you. The Admiral had a large pop, and he had to make a quick escape out there. And
that was perfect timing.
About 5 minutes.
I'm telling you right now, he picked the perfect spot, but that's what it was. And then he came back on the Hulk.
He didn't miss anything.
No, and the Hulk was only on screen for like 5-7 minutes.
Yeah,
but that looked good. That fight scene with him and Falcon.
There was a mid-section there of about 20-25 minutes where nothing was happening.
Yeah, it's just the Twilight Zone. Yeah. Let's just call it. Bucky showed up on one thing. There was only a couple. I was expecting a little bit more guest appearances, like special appearances and cameos.
Bucky makes a quick cameo.
For what? Why was the one point of him to be in there? It especially when
support
Falcon got hurt or whatever. They're having a little, and he's running for Congress. That's the one thing we got. He's running for. And that's why you can't help him because he has to stay out of trouble. And I'm like,
And also the Celestial Island, from the Eternals, the Adamantium Island.
It was just there.
It's just there. There's this creature, celestial creature that's in the Indian Ocean with an arm sticking up.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see like investigating the place or getting an idea about
something.
It. Somebody making a discovery for adamantium, and it was just, we found this,
and it's made out of adamantium. It's stronger.
We're going to control it, and this and that. And we want it, and
the fight with Japan, and then the airplane sequences. Like we saw him take on one, and it just that whole scene with the airplanes and Falcon, the two Falcon and Cap in the air. That was longer than it should have been. It could have been a 5-minute thing and be done with it.
This is my only thing, I like Anthony Mackie. He's a good actor.
Great.
I enjoy him. I really liked him in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I liked him as Falcon though.
He's a supporting character.
I'm not buying it as Cap.
No.
There was a lot of the wings.
Yeah.
There was a lot of aerial stuff, and I get it. That's part of what he does.
Mm-hmm.
They're incorporating the technology into the Captain America.
Yeah, because he got it from Wakanda.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's souped up. If you want to wonder, how could he fight the Hulk and not get killed, right, Admiral?
Yeah, exactly. And as well, you know, he is the Falcon, and they're going to incorporate that into Captain America. And I understand that. He's got skills in the air. Why not use it in the suit?
Yeah.
I just found it was a little too much. Like, that whole feel of Captain America wasn't there. That seriousness, that patriotism, that never say die, never quit, you know? Like,
yeah, it was just, I don't know.
It's hard to fill those Steve Rogers shoes.
You know, it is too, Admiral. I guess they needed a way for him not to take the serum.
Yeah.
To make him more Sam than to be like Cap. Like, I get that part. And him getting stabbed and stuff, I'm like, how many times is he going to get stabbed and still stay alive?
Yeah, he took it pretty good. Once in the chest and one on the side. He got it really bad from side.
And there's one part of the scene when he got beat up bad. It was like when he was confronting...
the Hulk?
No, Carlito, whatever his name is. Sidewinder.
Giancarlo Esposito.
In a church. And he's fighting this tall, massive guy. And he's laughing at him. And he lays the beating on him, right? And it's like, you could tell, like, if they could have took one other character out, like maybe him fight the Serpent Society, it might have made... That could have been originally what happened, and they did research. So instead of bringing, say, like Seth Rollins or as King Cobra or whatever, they just put some generic big guy there to beat him up, but that he can overpower and do what he had to do, you know?
It's always a disheartening thing to hear when there's reshoots on a film. And I find that more times than not, whenever I see a movie that there's reshoots, you feel it in the way that it's done.
It's choppy. The flow of it was off. Like Ray Admiral, it felt like something was missing, and then the way they jump from one scene to another scene, then it's like you knew there was something in between that kind of explains it, and it's like kind of like quick. They go from here, they go from there, then the prison, and then from here, and then even the way the Hulk gets defeated at the end.
Yeah.
Come on, talking to the Hulk, talking him down.
There's more. There's a bit more to it because
we're leaving a lot. Trust me, we're not going to go through every single facet of the movie, but we're telling you what we like, what we don't like, and all that other stuff, you know, guys. But overall, it was okay. It could have been better. But they had a chance to make it better. Yeah. You know, that's the problem. Good movies are good. It was entertaining enough that you're okay with going to go see it like how we did.
Would I see it again? No.
No. And it's one of those things. You'll just add to the collection, like probably like the Eternals, Iron Man 2, whatever, Thor 2. I can go on. Theater. Love and Thunder, same kind of thing. I don't know. We saw it in the theater. Maybe when we watch it a second time after a few months, maybe we'll enjoy it.
Sometimes movies are better at home.
Yeah. Sometimes that's how it is. They have a second life that you watch. It's like, you know what? This is not as bad. Or maybe when the Thunderbolts come out, maybe we'll learn to appreciate Captain America if it's tied to that.
Yeah, and that's true too.
Fantastic Four, we don't know.
Right?
You know, exactly. Sometimes you watch a movie at the beginning, but when something else comes down the road, you kind of appreciate it more. It's just like some of the old Thor movies and Captain America. Like originally Thor 2, I despised it. But as you watch the other Thor movies and the Avengers and all that, you kind of learn to appreciate it.
I think that this is going to lead into the Secret Wars, though. And
I think you're right.
With the adamantium, Wolverine, right?
And what was the big part? They wanted to bring back the Avengers. They wanted to reassemble the Avengers. That was the big thing we got out of it. They want to make another Avengers.
They want them to reassemble.
That's what he asked Falcon to do. And that's when thing hit the fan, and that's when everything kind of... That was the only mention. And then everything else was the leader trying to get his revenge, getting the Harrison Ford, the president, to turn into the Hulk. He wanted to get together with his daughter for what happened. So they were trying to tie loose ends from the Hulk movie and all these other films, which they didn't have to do. They didn't really need the leader in this one. They should have kept Sidewinder as the main villain with his team. There were a bunch of terrorists who would have been fine. That he has to figure a way to work with the president, which had his own agenda to stop things. That's would have been better, but we don't know. With the reshoots, like the Admiral says, I don't know. Okay, Admiral, enough with the review and stuff. I think we're headed up to here.
Guys, it was a good movie, but not great.
No, it was okay. Okay. Now, before we let these young people on YouTube land go, I wanted, Admiral, for you to rank the Captain America movies, okay? And then I'll give you my ranking if it's different than yours. Take it away, Admiral.
Okay, for me, definitely number one is The Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Love the second Captain America movie. Second would be the first Avenger.
Yep.
third would be Civil War.
Okay.
And then this one.
Yeah,
right?
The fourth.
But
four is number 4.
Yeah, exactly. But then I would put the TV show, like if I could slide that.
Yeah, you can.
I would actually put that before Civil War. I would put that in the number 3 spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. For me, guys, pretty much the same as the Admiral. The only thing for me, it kind of flip-flops sometimes. Depends on what kind of mood I am. Civil War might jump right behind Winter Soldier and then the original Captain America. Because I told the Admiral off screen, the one thing that keeps me not putting Captain America, the first one, is that whole dancing, singing number stuff.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
That drove me crazy. That propaganda, little whatever you want to call it, that didn't seem to end. Killed me. They could have put more Red Skull in the damn thing. That's the only thing I was going to say. But it would be Winter Soldier, Civil War, Captain America, the first one, the first Avenger, and of course the last one. And then if I was going to add your series, I would probably put that before this movie that came out, the TV series.
So we're pretty close.
1 or 2, it keeps on flip-flopping because I love the first one. It's just that singing number, depending on what kind of mood the king is in. That's where I switch them all the time. But for it's one of the best, I think, movie trilogies of all the superhero films.
I love Winter Soldier.
I'm telling you, Winter Soldier was my number 1 until the Avengers, the Infinity War and all that kicked in, Yeah. But you guys let us know in the comment section your order, what you like. Did you like the movie? Did you not hate? Whatever. That's all up to you. That's what we're giving you, our honest opinions. Like or not, we don't care. What we say is right. You guys
can like whatever you want. We like whatever we want. We respect you.
Exactly.
And this is just what we think, and that's what it is.
That's it, man. And like I said, leave your comments in the comment section below of, the Admiral Session topic, hot topics, whatever you want to talk about, put it below. I'll take my time. The Admiral will see because he's a busy man. He's fighting wars on both fronts there.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Leave it below. I'll be more than glad to engage with you guys. Keep it clean because you know what I do. I delete you. Just like that. There's no... King doesn't put up with that stuff. Keep it clean. Keep it respectful.
Can always be civil, guys.
You guys
even if we disagree, right?
Exactly. People got to understand. Just because you don't agree with someone doesn't mean you have to hate somebody.
Yep.
It's your own personal opinion, and that's what's great about it. You got your own minds, hopefully, to do what you need to do, and that's all. Not
everybody has to like what you like.
Exactly.
And vice versa.
That's exactly 100% right, Admiral. Glad you're here today, buddy. Thanks for all you guys for showing up. I hope you guys like this episode of the Movie Throne podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out our other videos, reactions, unboxing videos, you name it, it works. And of course, like always, tune in week after week. There'll be something new coming your way. If we got the time and I want to have some fun, then I'll put some stuff out. Hopefully, there'll be a couple of videos before the podcast. If not, enjoy this. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the clip outs that I'll be posting tomorrow. And, like always, stay off the king's throne. Stay out of this man's seat because you don't want to pay the price, So until next time, be the hell good. We're out of here.
We're out of here. Salute.